Before today, the biggest pot I ever played was under 4K. Today, everything changed.
All right, let's play some poker. We haven't had the best start with the streams, so hopefully we can turn it around today and definitely have the most absolutely amazing start. Buying for the max, that's 1500s. This is a 2-5-10, and sadly the stream it wasn't working. But basically, I got aces, and I get it all in pre-flop against another player that had ace king. Another player folded the 5-bet jam. He had ace king too, but he still put $400 in the middle. And my pocket ace is held against the other ace king. So right in the get-go, I'm already up $1,900. So what a way to start. And now an hour goes by and everything is working good. Stream is good. So let's get back to actually being able to see the hands. I'm in under the gun one with another premium. Ace king off. I'm going to get $30 and I get under the gun one a call. Now the low jack, Rafael, makes it $190. Folds to me. And yep, he has about 1,000 behind. So usually I'd 4-bet, but it's just when I want to 4-bet, you want to keep it under the 30% threshold of whatever stack they have, and I can't really do it here. So the only really move is a call or jam. And yep, I rip it all in for about $1,000 he has behind. As you can see, he has 7 deuce, and no, he's not crazy. We have the 7 deuce bounty going on. So whoever wins with 7 deuce gets $15 from everyone. That means over $100 in profit if you get to win a hand with 7 deuce. So thankfully he didn't win that one. And yep, doing pretty good with the luck. I'm the second with my 49 that, yeah, fair enough. Having pocket aces against ace king and ace king is definitely in the first hand is pretty lucky. Let's keep it going. Under the gun one, king 8 suited. I'm going to get $30 and just get under the gun straddler to call. Flop, ace, 6, 5. And yeah, think on ace high board. You mix a lot between checking and betting, and with nothing really going on for me, I do check back. Turn is a 9. A gut shot, but yeah, when there's 3 clubs, he checks, I check. River is a 4. He bets $10. Yeah, maybe my king is good here, but for that price, he always has something going thin for value, so I do just let it go. And indeed, he had jack 9 off. He turned a pair, so that will be good. And now, get ready for the biggest pot in my life. And for you to have an idea, biggest pot before this was like 3,500, maybe a little over, definitely under 4K. So yeah, it's going to be a bomb pot if you're ready. First board, 5, 4, 9. Second board, jack, ace, queen. And I'm in a big blind with king, queen, 9, 9. So yeah, I got top set, the nuts on that board. Another one, I got middle pair and a gut shot to the straight. That's not the worst. At least I got something there. And yeah, an early position. I do check. Checks the under the gun 2, Jungle George. He bets $100. You get a low jack button and small blind a call. On to me, and usually I won't fast play sets on boards that are super dynamic. On my board is crazy dynamic. There's a straight draw, there's a flush draw, but seemed like a spot that as well I got king queen on the other board. That's not the worst. I got something on both boards, and if I repot it here, it's going to be a pretty massive repot. So I probably could get so many hands to fold here. I mean, even if you have king 10 here, right, you're pretty much hating it because you call him the chop. So that was a thought behind it. I could repot it here and just take it down here right now a good amount of the times. That's what I do. I repot it for $735. And yeah, the plan does not go as I was expecting because George calls, hijack calls, and button calls. And here we go to a turn that, yeah, almost every turn is not a brick. It changed the nuts. So, yep, here we go. Turn is a 5. That is the best card of the deck after a 9 and maybe 4. We are losing against quad 5s now, but there's so many other cards that make it worse. And to make things better, other board is another 5. So we still have the nuts on my board. That is insane luck. Just almost every card almost changed the nuts on this board, and we just got the perfect turns to still have the nuts. That's absolutely a dream. So yep, I got 2.4K behind and just one move to do. I rip it all in. And George goes into the tank. Finally, he does call. Low jack folds, and he had the nut flush draw and 2 per on the other board. So it makes sense once the board pairs. It just doesn't make sense calling with a flush draw. And now Patrick goes into the tank. And he's thinking and thinking and thinking. And finally, he calls as well. So the pot is now $10,836. That's just absolutely insane. Thinking that I'm playing over a $10,000 bomb pot right now is this pretty absurd. And I see the absolute dream that they both have the straight on that board, and George has a flush draw as well. So I cannot lose. I've got guaranteed half of the pot. That's over $5,000, and I've got two outs to get a third of that pot as well. So what an absolute dream. We do not hit the gut shot on the river, and we will chop this one up three ways, and just like that, up 3.5k. What a way to start, and still just thinking how crazy it is that I just played over $10,000 pot. All right, let's move on and play more premiums. I got pocket queens other than one. I make it $30, and this gets small blind to call. Flop is 7, king 7. So, yep, not the best. And it checks to me. Yeah, I check back. Turn is a 7. Now he bets Fernando. He makes it $50. And Fernando could be pretty action. I think my queens could definitely be good here. So I do flick in a call. River is a 9. And now he bets $300. Yeah. Yeah, he could be pretty action, but that is a pretty massive size in a pot that I definitely could have a king myself. I could be pot controlling with medium strength kings. So yeah, in a spot that I think I could outplay the kings, I'm not going to defend with my pocket queens, so I do let it go. And indeed, he did have a king. Let's move on. Hijack. George makes it $40, and I'm in under the gun straddler with 9-8 suited. I call, flop comes queen, queen, queen. So yep, when he bets $80, I let it go. Time for another bomb pot. Let's see the flop. Flop comes 5, ace, deuce, and 6, king, 10. I'm in a small blind, and I look down at 6, 6, 4, 4. So, yeah, bottom set. Definitely not the best, especially on a draw heavy board, but at least I got a gut shot to the nuts on the other board, so that does make a difference. It is something, and yeah. My bet's $120. Low jack calls, hijack calls, and not going anywhere yet. I call. Turn is a jack and a jack. So, yeah, didn't hit my gut shot on the board that I had a set. Now there's straights as well. Now, when a big blind bets $600 and a low jack repots it at 2.4k, yeah, pretty easy choice. I just let it go. And they both end up chopping because one player, the one who repotted it, had top set and nut straight. And the big blind had the straight. He flopped the straight. So, yeah. My set was actually good on the flop, but not on the turn since he hit the gut shot for the nuts. Let's move on now. I'm in the hijack with pocket nines. I'm going to get $30 and I get a small blind George to call. Flop comes 10, deuce, 5. He checks, and I think we're still beating plenty of hands, so I make it $30 and he calls. Turn is a 5, so yep, plus comes in. 5's his trips. Losing gets 10, so when he checks, I check back. River is an 8. He bets $100, and yep, I let it go. And indeed, he had a 10. And yeah, chart's not looking great. I'm not, at least I'm not the nittiest player. Rafael is below me, but it is what it is. This game is pretty big for me, so I'm not going to be too splashy. Definitely easier for me to be splashy on a Saturday game. That's more of a regular 2-5. But today, with some pretty solid players playing bigger than what I'm used to, yep, I'm definitely going to be one of the title players here. So just trying to focus on playing my best. And now this next hand, double straddle is going on. So this is a 2, 5, 10, 20. I'm going to cut off with ace 10 off. I make it $50. I just go low jack. That's in a double straddle to call. Flop comes jack, 9, 7. So I got a gut shot and a 10 of hearts. So when he checks, let's bet. I make it $80 and he's not going anywhere. He calls. Turn is decent. It's a king. So now I got a double gutter. The king's definitely better for me. So when he checks, when straights come in, usually I go for a pot size bet. So more or less, I'm going to get $260. And we cannot get Kenny to fold since once again he calls. River is a 3. So yeah, complete brick. And he checks, and I do have the 10 of hearts. That's not the best. And when the flush draw misses, there's still some straight draws. I mean, he calls twice on that turn. Looks pretty strong. And hey, maybe I got some showdown value if he had a worse flush draw. I do give up a check back. And good thing I did, since he flop bottom 2 with his 9-7 off. So he will take this decent sized pot that is this decent size because it was a 2, 5, 10, 20. That definitely makes the pots 4 times as big than the usual 2-5. So he'll take that one down. Let's move on. Hijack makes it $30. I'm in a big one with pocket jacks. Let's rebet. I make it $130. Then I get under the gun straddler to cold call, and so does the hijack. So 3 ways out of position to a 6-6 ace flop. Yep, ace high flop out of position. I'm going to check. Checks around. Turn is an 8. And yeah, thankfully I think aces bet a lot, but still I could be losing since there is a 6. So aces could be pot controlling. I'm not going to bet way too thin. So I do check. And under the gun bets $200. Folds to me and really not loving it. But after checking twice, I think maybe he could be stepping at it. He did double flat 3 bet. So maybe it's just some suited hands, some pocket pairs. I mean, people do wacky stuff. Maybe turn to 8 and thinks it's good and it's betting. I don't know. I've seen under the gun, lucky duck. Take some weird lines, so I'm not going anywhere yet. I do call. River is a king. Yeah. Not looking great. I check. He checks back, and we are no good. It's ace 3 off. I did not fold to my 3-bet pre-flop, and he will take this one down. So, yeah, things are not going the great direction, but thankfully we started super strong, so still doing really well. Let's just focus and keep it going. And once again, double straddle is going on, so this game is definitely playing really big for me, and I kind of do have Monday as the game to help me get better because it's really big, and there's really solid players, so it pushes me to just put more time studying because I know Monday's coming, and I want to be prepared because there's a few really solid regs in these games. So if I don't come prepared and study and build a strategy to be able to play, they're going to run me over. So, yep, definitely pushes me every week to study and improve my game, playing these Monday ones. And yeah, let's get to the hand. I got King 8 suited. I'm actually the one doing it this time. Under the gun, Patrick makes it $60, and I got King 8 suited. That's definitely a really pretty hand. So, yep, I call. Flop is promising. Jack 6 4. So, second nut flush draw, he checks, I check back. Turn is a king. So, yep, top pair, flush draw, he checks. I bet $50. And yeah, he just lets it go. He didn't have anything, just 9-8 off. So, we'll take it down. Next hand, low jack Patrick again makes it $25. I'm going to cut off with another premium. Ace king off. I 3-bet to $75 and get big blind Fernando to call, and Patrick lets it go. So, heads up to a jack 9-9 board. He checks, and I wasn't sure about this spot. I'm actually studying now, 3-bet pots in position. In a moment, I really wasn't sure. I decided to check it. Back turn is a 7. He checks, and now I think just my ace king is usually good here plenty of the time. Then I'll have to try to bluff, so I check it back. River is a 4. Now he bets $225 in the $162 pot. And yeah, after checking twice, Fernando could be pretty action. And just seems maybe, that I don't have anything and he's just trying to bluff me off of my ace highs, king highs, queen highs. So yeah, after checking twice, I do flick in a call. And he is good with 4 deuce off. He rivered a 4 and overbet for value, and definitely got completely owned in this hand. Yep. He put me on ace high, went for value with his rivered 4, and definitely owns the shit out of me in this one, and he will take it down. Let's forget about that and move on to another double straddle hand, 2, 5, 10, 20. I'm going to cut off with ace queen off. I make it $50. Small blind George calls. Now big blind Fernando makes it $180. And as you saw, he called my 3-bet with 4 deuce off. He could be 3-betting wide. So I call. Other player folds. Flop 9-9-8. He checks. I check back. Turn is a 4. Check. River's 8. Check, check. And we are good. Our ace high is good. So I'll take this one down. On this next hand, the stats are actually off. The position of the players is incorrect. So what I'm going to say is actually what was happening really. So Kenny was in the button and he makes it $30. I'm in a big one with ace 10 suited. And yeah, probably should be 3-betting here in a moment. I call, and so does under the gun Rob. Flop comes decent. Ace 5 deuce. I check. Now under the gun leads for $20. And Kenny in the button raises to 80. And yeah, this is why, flatting is just, it's usually not the most profitable spot because now here I am. I got top pair, but with a bet and a raise, this is just so shitty. If Kenny's raising for value, it's probably with a better hand, and I still got Rob left to talk after, so altogether, it just seemed like a super shitty spot, so I usually just let go my ace 10. And yeah, we're actually behind because Kenny indeed had ace queen off. And if you want to see what happens, under the gun calls, turn was an 8. Kenny bets $400. Under the gun calls, river's a queen. Kenny rips it for 1.4K. Under the gun folds. And yeah, under the gun had bottom pair, turned a nut flush draw, and missed. So, yep. I don't think I would have got Kenny to fold anyways, pre-flop, if you want to be results-oriented. And let's move on. Once again, 2, 5, 10, 20, and I'm in a button with pocket jacks. I'm going to get $50 and just give Big Blind George a call. Flop is ace, 10, 8. So, yep, ace high board. I'm just going to be doing a lot of checking. And with pocket jacks, I do check back. Turn is a 9. So now I got a straight flush draw to go with my pocket jack. So when he bets $105, not going anywhere, I call. River is a 7. So, hey, didn't hit the straight flush, but I hit a straight. Now when he checks, let's bet there is a one-liner to a straight, and the flush gets there, so I'm going to bet small, and we get $150, and he does flick it a call, and that was definitely the best possible river because he had top 2, he flopped 2 pair with the ace of diamonds. So our only out was the straight that wasn't a diamond, and the straight flush draw. That would have been absolutely insane. We could have won a big pot if you would have hit one of those 2 diamonds, but I'm not going to complain. Definitely very, very nice river for us, so that was a nice one. The next hand, though, was definitely not a nice one. Rob limps. Now, the button George makes it $130. This is a 2-5-10. This is a 13x open. And I'm in a big blind with King Jack suited. And yeah, the thing here is that the 7 deuce is going on. Usually when people make it so massive, they just have the nuts. They have aces, they have kings, but with the 7 deuce, they do it that as well sometimes. So definitely not going to 3-bet, but King Jack just seems a little too strong. So I do flick in a call. Flop is 5-7 deuce. I check, he bets $200, and I'm just really not loving this after that massive size pre-flop, but I got top pair, I can't fold yet. I do call, turn is at 8. I check, he bets $250, and now I thought he had an overpair or 7 deuce, and I really didn't know if he flopped middle pair, if he's going to try to bluff, and maybe if he puts me on top pair, having middle pair is not the worst candidate since you're blocking sets, you're blocking 2 pairs, so not liking it for that price. I do call. River is a deuce. So yeah, I check. He bets $200. And I really just wanted to fold since now I'm losing against 7 deuce as well. So if I'm putting in mostly on overpairs and 7 deuce, I'm losing against both of those. And is he really ever bluffing for that stupid size? But yeah, at the end of the day, with my top pair and for that absolutely tiny size for how big the size of the pot is, I do flick in a call, and surprise, surprise, he has pocket aces. So definitely this was a frustrating one because the size he made it pre-flop just looked like that hand, and even though it looked like that, he still got value out of my hand. But I don't know. I don't think I could fold pre-flop, especially with the 7 deuce going on with my hand, and when I flop top pair, I don't know. Is what it is. Let's move on. The session is almost over now. We're gonna have another one. Small blind Yusef limps. I'm gonna big boy King 5 suited. I make it $50, and I just get under the gun and small blind to call. Flop 5 a6, and yeah, out of position with another player. I check. Checks around. Turn is a queen. I check, under the gun bets $90, small blind check raises to 500, and everybody folds. And small blind will take it down with a worst hand. Well, worst hand in the moment since he had a straight draw. That will take it down, and that is it. So we do book finally a good profit for the stream, up $1,450. That is an amazing run. That's definitely a hell of a profit for a session, but a little bittersweet considering that starting off I was up over $3,500. So yeah, lost more than half of the profit, but that just is what it is. Thank you all for watching. If you could show some love and like, commenting, and subscribing.
And as well, if you want to show some love and support and play poker on a pretty amazing site, I got the link in the description of this video to play on Coin Poker. It's a site I play on now. It has really good action. And if you sign up with that link and the code BABBO, BABBO, you will be eligible to the giveaways I do every month. Usually it's heads up battles. You can play against me on stream. And if you beat me, you get $50. So if you like poker and you want to support, that's definitely an amazing way to do it. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you all next week.